random disclaimer. Hey.
So fucked up because parents stopped whooping kids. That shit used to be a generational norm. I ain't never been more closer to God than when I was about to get that whooping, bruh. Man, I used to kneel in the shower, knees, hands, and face on the shower ground, praying to God that my dad forget about this ass whooping. That shit builds character.
You are under spells, people.
What they talking about? They ain't talking about none. What they talking about? They ain't talking about none. What they talking about? They ain't talking about none. What they talking about? They ain't talking about none. Huh? They ain't talking about none.
What is up, Voodoo Tribe? It is your girl Nadja here, aka the Voodoo Child, and I am back with a different type of video, so I'm pretty excited. Shout out to all my reoccurring viewers, but if you're new here, hey girl. So I don't know about you, but I've been getting bombarded on social media with this phrase, propaganda I'm not falling for. I blame it on, I'm gonna have to chill because y'all know me, I am an opinionated Gemini and my mouth can get me into trouble sometimes. Let's just say that the political climate is encouraging certain conversations, okay? Trad wives, red pill, clean girl aesthetic, wanting everything to look the same, everyone to look the same. I'm not surprised that this trend is happening, but because you guys love my unpopular opinion videos so much, I figured y'all will probably get a freaking who out of this. I have a list as always. The list is long and there is no particular order. I'm just like rapid firing. Feel free to agree or disagree. A big disclaimer that I want to say before I get into this is, if you feel differently than I do, that is okay.
So, and I'm gonna touch your hand when I say this.
Everybody only has one life to live, so sometimes you make a certain decision and you don't realize that it was a crappy decision until after the fact. So like, I'm not trying to villainize anybody that is making the decisions that I say that I'm not gonna make or I'm not falling for. You get what I'm saying? This is not a personal attack. So now that that is out the way, let's get into the propaganda your girl is not falling for. So for one, propaganda I am not falling for is Veneers and BBLs. We're just gonna start off very like bare minimum boy, okay? The BBL, in my opinion, has become a little bit too obtainable to the point where you have these botched doctors like just maiming people, maiming women, men, whoever want to get the BBL, because you know we got boy BBLs now, you know, talking about Dariad, girl, I don't know. A lot of things that people don't talk about, and I do have family members that have BBLs. You get a lot of unwanted attention with the BBL, and it's usually sexualized attention. Ask any of the girlies out here that has natural God-given BBLs. It's not very pleasant attention.
Episode where I was feeling really raw, and I talked about it earlier. I feel like during that time, people were just really coming for me. And in the comments of our YouTube videos on Recent Ray, or even like on my TikToks, like, you know, people were coming and body shaming.
I think I regret. Yes, I do. I do regret it. Never mind. I do regret it. Because if I would have just got my TT, I would have been straight.
Yeah. No, honestly,
I would have
had a nice butt.
I did have a nice butt. I had a nice butt. But the thing was, I had those love handles on my back that made my butt appear long.
Why come they can't take the love handles out?
They could have just did that. They could just did the love handles in a
says she's mad that she got a BBL. She tells this to Vogue magazine. It's been written up in recent online articles as well.
I made this decision super young, and it's something that I obviously regret. And that's why I think it was been so hard for me to talk about for so long, because it is something that I regret and that I've been actively trying to, you know, fix for so long. I literally have another surgery like in a few weeks to try and reduce the size of it even more. And I'm just like, this decision I made when I was super young has now been affecting me. And it's something that I wouldn't say it's like permanent, because you can obviously.
I was gonna say, I feel like when you did it, you probably didn't realize.
I did not realize at all like what I was signing myself up for.
I didn't want my butt implants anymore. I didn't want them anymore. I was like, no, I want a regular butt. I don't want butt implants. So my second time when I went and got surgery, all I did was get my butt implants out, and I thought there's nothing wrong with that. Like, it's nothing wrong with that. So I went and got them out because I didn't want implants anymore. So when I got them out, I noticed my butt looks weird. I guess the implants stretched my muscle out or something like that. And I couldn't walk around like that. I had to get my muscle repaired and stuff like that. I couldn't walk around like that. So I went and got some shots trying to fix my butt, because I didn't want to get surgery. I didn't want to get a reconstructive surgery. I didn't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to keep doing it. So I went and got shots. That's where I messed up.
I'm like wanting to transition back to my natural body. Like,
oh, what now?
Yeah.
Do you feel like it's going out of fashion?
Yeah. Well, I did a butt reduction.
Oh, how did you do that?
Like, just like on your butt.
I bumped my butt cheek on something and it like got hella swollen and red, and I thought that I was like had an infection in my butt cheek. I called my mom crying my eyes out. I'm so sick of this. Like, I can't keep dealing with this. Like, I just want this shit gone. Like, I don't know what to do anymore. Like, I never can like be happy, but it's like I'm not doing these things because I'm like, oh, I want a bigger butt in a smaller
You're just
waist.
trying to fix it.
I'm just trying to fix the damn original.
Keep it 1000% real. I got my BBL about 10 years ago. As of like the last couple of years, it has gotten huge. It has gotten big. It has just taken on its own life. I am right now I'm in the process of speaking to doctors about getting it removed.
Yeah, it's been over 4 years since I got it done, and I regret it. First and foremost, if I knew I was gonna have this girl, I would have never gotten it in the first place.
Oh, an elephant in the room. It is a deadly surgery. You have a very high risk of not even waking up on the table. And unfortunately, it happens to a lot of people, whether it's because of these botched doctors or there's tons of reasons. But yeah, this isn't exactly like a safe operation. There's just so much shapewear out there now. You can get padding. If somebody in the ether is like, well, I can't wear the shapewear because then when I get the man, he's gonna want to take everything off and then I'm not gonna have the BBL. If the man only wants you for the BBL, girl, I don't know what to tell you. I really don't.
The reason why I regret getting my BBL is because I thought that my life was gonna change. Like, I don't know, not change, but like I thought that I would be making more money or something, or just, I don't even know. I'm not gonna lie.
Like, the people that is loving the BBLs is broke dudes that cannot achieve it because they see us over sexualized. They see us as promiscuous. They see us as basically hoes. Bitch, I am a hoe.
Obviously, there are workout plans. You can get on certain diets. You can get personal trainers. There's just other options that I just would not want to fall for it. Having a BBL, you have to upkeep it. I've seen tons of influencers online go through the BBL and then they gain all this weight back and they thought it was gonna proportion a certain way when it's like, God did not build you like that, girl.
I wish a BBL girl would have told me before I got my body done. One would be that when you gain weight, you gain weight drastically where they put fat to. Two would be if you don't take care of yourself and you don't work out, your butt will get so big to where it kind of like goes over your thigh, so it makes you look like a little wisdom tooth.
Now the veneers, I'm only pro veneer if you genuinely like have a dental issue. Like, I've seen a few people on social media come on and they haven't brushed their teeth in freaking decades. You got plaque on top of plaque on top of plaque on top of plaque and gingivitis, gum disease. Yeah, I could see how even if you do treat your mouth, you would still need new teeth. There are different types of veneers, like composite veneers. Maybe you just need, I think I have one composite veneer because I had a cavity and they just put a cap on my shit and like, you couldn't even tell. I'm supposed to be one of them bitches with no side tooth, but you can't even tell. So don't get me wrong, I am pro veneers for people who need veneers, but there is no reason why you are 19, 20, 21 years old, yanking all the teeth out your skull, putting screws in, and getting veneers.
How y'all doing, mother?
Getting his veneers? Let's talk about it. They said it's the worst mistake a human being can make. According to allure.com, they said their veneers were done wrong, and they couldn't close their mouth, and they couldn't wear their grills.
I shouldn't have got them because the teeth that I was born with, well, these motherfuckers was cool. They wasn't bad at all. Like, I didn't need to. And I do be going through, like, going to the dentist back and forth and all that other shit, getting motherfucking root canals and all that extra shit. It's doing too much.
It's a lot of maintenance. Due to the veneers, my teeth is very sensitive. My gums and my underneath teeth is very sensitive.
Well, I'm not gonna lie, this is gonna be so chaotic right now. I was gonna tell y'all why I regret getting veneers done. I was only like maybe 23, 22, 23 years old and I'm 37 now.
I regret getting composite veneers. Okay, first and foremost, if you are considering getting composites, if your teeth are not straight, your gum line is crooked, your teeth is crooked, thrown in your mouth, don't consider veneers as the first thing unless you're trying to get porcelain where they shave your teeth down and boom, you know.
It's probably the worst thing I have ever done.
Go on the internet to convince you not to get veneers. Let this one be it because my teeth are so fucked up right now because I've had to get surgery twice on them and I don't even know.
You know, it's very embarrassing.
Nyla Martin says all she wanted was a great smile. She was even willing to pay thousands of dollars for one. But instead, she was left with pain and insecurity.
Another instance of these just botched ass doctors just trying to make a quick buck and doing whatever. You got flipper mouths and left and right. I am honestly pro braces, Invisalign, and whitening. you could reverse a lot of the damage done to your teeth. I reversed cavities in the past. It's just that one that I was telling y'all about was so bad. I had a hole in my tooth. Like, it was sensitive to temperature. Like, it had to get treated, right? And then I had to go to like a nerve specialist and everything because, of course, I got unique, I don't freaking know. But there are ways to achieve a nice smile, and I just feel like back in the day, we used to see so many different types of jaw shapes and smiles because people did not go for these flipper veneer mouths. Like, I'm just not falling for it, girl. Another propaganda I am not falling for is when, and let me know if y'all have seen this, if I go on social media and I flip through your post and you're telling me just like, I'm gonna just keep it a bean, it's usually an Asian country. It's usually Japan or South Korea. And it's usually a black creator or a creator of color, okay? Because I've seen Hispanic creators, Indian creators even, like, do this. So they'll go to, let's say, Japan, South Korea, whatever, Vietnam, or Thailand, and, oh, I love it here. It's so nice here. It's so nice here. And then in the middle of the post, there is a freaking shower head. This shower head helped my hair when I was in Asia because... You is a freaking lie. And you only use this post to promote this damn shower head. When I tell you I almost fell for it too, I'm over here in America, but because I live in Florida and we have like hard water issues, I was like, oh girl, I might go ahead and order it. I wonder what it'll do for my skin and my hair. I almost fell for it. I almost did.
Stop showing me that shower head. I'm trying to see what life is like in a different country. I'm looking at your slideshow and I'm believing it. And then you sneak in that shower head on the last slide.
There's usually a picture of an influencer, a few tips about traveling, and then I'm gonna come across the shower head again.
It's back.
So I started to look a bit into it, see if I could find these people online, and I found someone who's called Captain Scarlet on Instagram. And she told me, I am aware of these posts, but it's a fake account.
Another thing I've been noticing recently is that they're doing it for like Blue Chews and like honey packs, where they're telling this whole story. My husband slept with his sister. Girl, what? You listen to the whole story, it's crazy, and at the end, but hey, now I could use my honey pack because my husband never let me use honey pack. Girl, this is a honey pack ad. Like, leave me alone. Some more propaganda I just refuse to fall for is that birthday makeup is ugly. I feel like society, especially now with that thing I was talking about in the beginning of the video, anything hyper feminine is viewed as negative.
Okay, y'all, so it's my birthday. Thank you. This is my color. It is your color. She matches as fuck. Best birthday makeup out there. Y'all already know. All of that. Y'all know it's just me. She told me it's nothing.
Brother, what's that?
I don't let nobody do my makeup because why I look like a whole different person. I don't look like myself. My nose is OD contoured. I don't contour my nose when I do my makeup. I got these big ass eyelashes on. My eyebrows look bushy as fuck. There's makeup in my hairline. Take this shit the fuck off.
I think birthday makeup is that, girl, I love seeing a nice beat face, like matte foundation and like, you know, like right now I got on a little beat, but it's just, you know, BB cream and like light foundation, a little eye look, a little lip. I'm talking about you got a cut crease, you got sharp brows arched with concealer, you've got blush, you've got like a little bit of glitter. Like, I love that so much. I just love how girly and just like of a process it is, how it can transform your face, and I love it.
I think that the birthday makeup topic is one of the things, and it's like, get your makeup done.
Yeah.
Like, get your makeup done on your birthday, and when the girls don't really get their makeup done like that, and when they get their makeup done on their birthday, their boyfriends and friends be like, girl, you look different. They're supposed to look different. Like, you're supposed to look beautiful with makeup. You're supposed to look however you want to look. You could do a natural beat, or you could go over the top. I'm an over the top type of makeup girl, but in my field, sometimes I gotta be like, stripped down to fit the outfit. Yeah. But if I was just walking around in the free world, girl, I would be playing like I'm in Halloween.
At the end of the day, It's called birthday makeup for a reason. That's that girl's day. I love it. Some more propaganda I'm not falling for is the whole being ahead in life or being behind in life and having to have certain things done at certain ages. You get what I'm saying? And mainly because our society has changed so much economically. Like our grandparents were able to buy homes, single family homes, for 2 schmeckles, a raspberry, and a piece of lint.
Without looking it up, I want y'all to guess how much minimum wage was back in 1970. Pause the video, take a second. Got it? $1.40. Just around. $1.40 per hour. Nowadays, that's not even buying you jack nothing. Then what, 50 plus years later, this thing didn't even increase by $10 at all. It did not increase by $10 at all. You want to guess how much this house costs? Take a moment. Yeah, about $24,000. House nowadays. Yo, that is ridiculous. That's more than 16 times what it was 50 years ago. Gee, guess how much them eggs was. And this is not even correct. The eggs is way more now. And they told everybody to go to college. I see why they told everybody to go to college. Nowadays, this is just ridiculous. And they're teaching the same thing.
So of course they were able to start their family in their 20s. Of course they were able to retire at this certain age. Of course they were able to get a bachelor's degree, because even then at one point college was free until they started to want to phase certain people out. Again, not trying to get in trouble with my Gemini mouth. Y'all know I am very opinionated with politics and social issues and stuff. But yeah, I just don't think it's fair for the youth of today to compare themselves and to think that they should be at certain points when it's just not feasible, unfortunately, right now. Like, I feel like you can go back to college at any age. I feel like you could start a family at any age. I don't believe in that. Since I'll just double up, I don't believe in the propaganda that, you know, women just can't have kids after a certain age.
Geriatric pregnancy is so offensive.
It's offensive.
35, really?
It's not, but here's the thing, it's not. When they studied this population where they determined that 35 was a pinpoint for the decline of ovarian reserve, it was a small population of women, just white women, by the way, in a particular area, kind of like Midwest region. You can't tell me that someone who is 35, that lives on the ocean, eating and capturing fish every day, has the same ovarian reserve as somebody 35 who lives in New York City,
How no
who's
one
working.
studied this recently? Like, you're the second person who's told me that those numbers are outdated.
They're
And I'm
outdated.
like, why?
Because it systemically it serves them for us to think that like we need their help when we don't. There are instances absolutely where people do need assisted reproductive technology.
Right.
But to start there is no. We need to start with self.
My grandmother's mother had her in her late 30s. My grandmother, my father's mother, had them when she was in her 40s. Like, please don't think that it's this rush to be in a certain place and like to compare yourself, because it's not worth it, bro. You only got one life. Don't compare yourself to other people because what you got, somebody out there is jealous of. Please don't let the internet or even the elders in your family make you feel like you're supposed to be one space, because the cards are stacked up different for us. Okay, this is a big one, and it's obviously getting a little bit more popular on social media. It makes me feel good that more people are realizing this sentiment and waking up to it. Propaganda I will not fall for is being male-centered.
You need to be friends with women who don't center men around their whole life. Like, I will gladly talk to you about men and relationships, but if that's the only thing that we talk about when we meet, I don't want to talk about it. Like, give me something else. Like, what, do you have hobbies?
And after that, it gets weird. 18 to early 21 is the year that you can be annoying as fuck and male-centered, and after that, it gets weird. There's only a certain point that your best friend will put up with your shit. Like, after a certain age, it's just like, oh my god, he fucking hates you and wants you to die. Leave!
I used to get like mad or annoyed with male-centered women, and don't get me wrong, there's still a large level of annoyance there, but mostly I feel bad for them. Because once you understand what a woman has had to go through to center a man, or like just men in general, in her life, you really be like, damn, baby, I wish I could just hug you. I want to kiss you on the cheek, take you on a little girl date, because that's really all you need. You need female companionship, true female companionship, and then you'll understand why centering men is never the answer.
I'm not going to base what I'm wearing off of what men find attractive. I'm not going to do, because I really feel like the whole reason why this BBL veneer plasticky thing is so popular is because that's what men are seeing in corn videos.
Girls that, because I feel like people get BBLs because they see women that have BBLs that get the male attraction, the male appraisals, the male like, ooh, wow, dad, what are you doing? But the thing is, those women that are getting BBLs have also been insecure and they're seeking validation from man.
So it's almost like, okay, well, if I want to get these men, I have to look this way. And it's just scary to me. Like, it's very rare, but every once in a while you do have like a hottie that has adopted the bimbo aesthetic. And she does it just for her on that hyper feminine thing I was talking about earlier. And like, she is like girly pop as hell. Like, that's just her personality. I'm not gonna knock any girls that are like that. However, being male-centered will get you into so much trouble. The main person I can think of right now is Cooking with Kaya, because she's getting a lot of backlash for being vulnerable and like showing like, you know, I'm not about to keep supporting this bum in my house. I'm about to go out and do stuff. All the men that supported her are turning on her because they're like, we don't want to see no girl crying. We want to see you throwing ass and cooking food.
They for sure said, because I'm a Virgo, that I'm male-centered. Let's talk about that, y'all. I am not male-centered. However, males are very nice to me. And for the most part, most males respect me. And they don't judge me without even not knowing me.
Girl, I could steal your man with this dinner I just...
Girl, I could take your man if your man tried this plate.
She's dancing in a group of girls. She's surrounded by girls, so she's protected, she's safe. And then this guy comes in. Enter Quan. He's another one right up here saying that he's waiting in the hotel for her to get back. Clearly, this dude was hurt. Then this one, he's just going to take it on the chin. Good run. He's back. Not sure what that means, but he's back. She then gets on live and she confronts her boyfriend and addresses everyone and says, you know, I had feelings for him. I didn't know my butt was being slapped, but he's not really established and I don't really care that much. So she kind of bashes him in a sense, and people aren't too happy about that. Kaya then returns to cooking like she normally does, and she's still getting all this hate, and she's getting bashed. People are just dragging her online, etc. So Kai tries to check in on her and finds that he's actually blocked from her Twitch account. She sees this and claims that it was him. He claims that he would never do anything like that. So here we are. Kaya does a 24-hour stream. She addresses all the negativity. She breaks down crying.
What do I do? That's so bad. Like, I'm so confused. Like, I literally don't be doing nothing. It's just always something. I don't understand how rare it is for me to cry. Like, it's so rare. I hate crying. Last time I really cried was when my sister died. Ever since then, nothing really, like, affects me. Like, nothing could get worse than that. So it's just, like, all the hate and everything, like, nothing affects me no more. Like, it's like I have no feelings no more.
When you center your whole being around pleasing men, you will never be satisfied. I don't care if any woman is like, no, it gives me joy to please my man. I don't know, ma'am. Because when are you getting pleased? When are you need to put yourself first, girl. And then I feel like when you have kids, you definitely can't be male-centered. You over here worrying about the only person I can think of is, what's that girl's name off of Teen Mom with the daughter, Leah? It's always, Leah, mommy's got a new boyfriend. Girl, nobody gives a like, what the hell? Nobody cares about this new man you dating. Like, girl, shut up. And this goes for not just men you're dating. This goes for men in your family. So a big thing for me personally, I'll tell my own tea, it took me a lot to decenter my own father, because it's like, for me, it was just like a big part of like, oh, I'm such a good girl. You know, my dad approves of my life and what I'm doing. And I just had to be real. I'm like, bro, my dad is just like any other dude who said this? Somebody said this in my live and it just stuck with me. Like, my dad is just like every other Northeast Hotep ass dude. Like, he's just a New York Bronx ass, like bro, like, so the fuck what? And he has a lot of misogynistic values, and I just realized I was trying to get to like live up to this standard that made no fucking sense. Had to let that shit go, especially when I got married. My husband is so different. Like, he lets me be who I am. I was like, why do I give a fuck? So I feel like once you decenter men, including the men in your family, you will do so much better in life, because it's literally like you're releasing the little misogynistic voice in your head, and now you're able to just be the hot girl that you are. Like, speaking of male-centered and stuff, and even the men in your family, some more propaganda I will not be falling for is the whole boy mom shtick.
Daddy, look, show them your hair. Oh, y'all. Oh, would it be better if I say my son cute? He is 12 years old. He passed cute bookie.
To my daddy. 12. Big 12, not the little one.
Always just been fine as fuck to me. Like, my son is handsome as fuck.
Girl, I ain't trying to be mean, but before you there was me.
You trying to leave here?
Come on. Goodbye, Mom.
I wanna go. Love your mom.
I love you.
My young love, I remember that feeling. My first boyfriend.
That's his mom.
What?
That's not his girlfriend, that's his mom.
My boy moms feel me on this, but my son has my heart and my soul. I obviously am obsessed with Stevie Lee. She is just the greatest little girl in the world. But my whole life, I always wanted to be a boy mom. And I remember when I found out I was pregnant with him, and I was just ecstatic because I was such a tomboy growing up. Anyways, the whole point of me making this video is I had to share his preschool photo with you, because when I tell you, I opened up this email and I just hysterically cried. He is just everything. First of all, let me show you his photo from last year, because the difference 1 year makes, my heart is crushed. Okay, this is last year. He is just, I just want to squeeze him. He's so cute. Also, fun fact, I forgot it was picture day and I sent him to school in like a beach tank top. So his guns were showing, no big deal. But let me show you this year. I have no words. The sweater, the ears, the sideways smile, his hair. I'm so obsessed with this child.
If you're a boy mom and you're at home encouraging misogynistic behaviors, yeah, absolutely not. That weird shit on TikTok, this is my man. I literally seen a lady go to the tat shop with her son, and her son got Jennifer on his arm. Like, it's just weird shit.
Look, first tattoo on a 12-year-old boy.
Actually, a 12-year-old trans.
Psych. This is his mom, and he's 16. So all you haters, don't report me. But look, when you want that clean, y'all know where to come.
Just so weird. I will not be falling for that boy mom propaganda. If I do have a son in the future, I'm raising a feminist, baby. Like, I'm not about to, no ma'am, no sir. I'm about to teach him early. You hold doors for women. If you see a woman fall, you help her get back up. You do not call women out their name. Like, I'm gonna be strict, running a tight fucking ship. I am not gonna be trying to be that little boy friend, girlfriend, none of that. Ew.
I don't know how I forgot to say this one, but since we're on the topic of children, that I forgot to put in here is the whole marriage is a bigger contract than having children with another human being.
So what do you think is a bigger commitment, marriage or a baby?
Marriage, because a baby you could just leave.
Would you leave?
Yeah. Builds character development. They can be in the NBA when they grow up. Single moms do better statistically.
Like, you can get a divorce and not have children and just move on with your life. You have children, you have to deal with that person forever. Even if your kid, God forbid, passes away, you got to plan a funeral with them. I do not see how somebody thinks having a baby with somebody is way less pressure than a marriage, to the point where, and I'm sorry, but I just don't like, that's why I said I'm sorry if this offends people. Like, I get it. These are very permanent decisions that I'm talking about right now. It's just appalling to me how our culture is more baby showers than weddings. Like, it's to the point where people are accepting that they will not get married, so they treat their baby shower like a wedding, like with the balloons and the white dresses. And I personally did not subscribe to it. I've always told myself, if I were to have a child, just for extra security for me and that child, I have to be married. And not only married, I need a house to put the baby in. Like, don't let any man make you feel like your requests are too big. Don't let anybody make you feel like you need to knock your standards down because social media says. I've just been seeing a lot of that on social media, and I can't believe I forgot to put that in here.
Some more propaganda I will not be falling for, and this should be pretty obvious. I'm not falling for Afro spirituality being evil. That whole Sinners movie and how y'all was acting, crazy to me.
I'm telling y'all right now, do not go see the Sinners movie unless you want to be spiritually contaminated. The truth of the matter is the African spiritism and the ancestral worship as a core theme of the film. Of course, there's some underscores of cultural appropriation, commentary, and things like that, but essentially it's about the rejection of Christianity and the acceptance of traditional ancestral worship. It's a very diabolical film.
Hoodoo is a real practice, and we had a hoodoo consultant, and I spoke to hoodoo priestesses. kind of shown as like a
African, and we know that hoodoo and voodoo is not healing or loving. It is false healing and false love. It is witchcraft. And that's exactly why I will not be going to go see the movie Sinners.
2016 New Orleans, I was demonically possessed and I almost lost my life while I was in witchcraft. And now there's a movie called Sinners taking place in the same area, inspired by Delta blues and Mississippi occult mythology, people selling their souls to Satan for fame and money, and it has to do with music.
Anything like hoodoo, voodoo, santeria, anything like that is demonic. I just want y'all for 1 second to go and look up the origins of religion in the United States. The religion that was passed on to slaves. The religion that the supremacy group did not adopt and allowed certain people to have. Think of it this way. There was a point in time in the United States where a certain group of people could not even swim in the same pool as another group of people. Why the hell would you let them worship your God as well? Like, look, all I'm saying is there's some brainwashing going on. There's some brainwashing going on. In the same breath, one of the oldest African country, Ethiopia, they are Christians as well. So I don't want to say like Christianity is bad. It's not bad, but I've just noticed because we live in America, a lot of minorities here demonize African spirituality, when African spirituality is how we got to where we are. Like, they're doing spells, people.
You're under spell. I ain't under no spell. You are.
You don't think the government is doing spells, girl? Like, come on now.
You're under a spell.
They took away your magic, and now they doing magic, and they want you to go around and tell people that magic is evil. Okay, drinking the blood of Christ. Okay, eating the flesh. All right. Some more propaganda I will not be falling for. We were speaking about kids earlier. I'm not whooping my kids because, again, I feel like that comes from slavery.
Bro, so fucked up because parents stopped whooping kids' ass. That shit used to be a generational norm. I ain't never been more closer to God than I was about to get an ass whooping, bro. Man, I used to kneel in the shower, knees, hands, and face on the shower ground, praying to God that my dad forget about this ass whooping. That shit builds character, make you never want to get in trouble again. Problem is, y'all started sparing the rod. But I have kids, I ain't sparing shit.
Sometimes your kid needs a good ass whipping. Don't be scared to take this belt right here. Look, y'all see this? It's a belt. We all got whipped with one of these as a child. Just because it's a different day and time does not mean your child is special, okay? Your child is special in your eyes. I agree with you on that. But that doesn't mean they don't need their ass whooped if they acting out and not doing what they're supposed to be doing. It teaches discipline. I know a lot of y'all can't spell that these days, but it's D-I-S-C-I-P-L-I-N-E, discipline. Put a belt on your kid's ass, teach them right from wrong.
2025 moms that still whoop their kids, kudos to fucking you. Now to the ones that fucking don't. Why am I walking into the fucking store and the little kid throws a fucking ball at my face? And the mom proceeds to say, oh, I'm sorry, he just does that.
Why do you whoop your kids? Why do you chastise your kids? I'm gonna tell you why I whoop and chastise my kids. Because the life we living in today, in this generation right here, if you don't beat your kids' ass, and let them know when they do wrong, and let them know what you don't approve of, and let them know what's right from wrong, and sit down and talk to them either before or after you whoop their ass, you best believe it's a cop out here ready to blow their damn brains out and get paid leave off of it. It's a prison cell out here waiting on that child.
Whoop y'all's kids. I don't care. I do not care. Do not come at me with giving your kids a spanking is child abuse bullshit, because no, it's not. Your kids are out here making you look like a fucking idiot.
Now look, I get it. You might have to pop your kid on the butt. You might have to pop them on the hand, you know, don't touch that, you know, or sometimes you have to like lay down the law, give them a little pop and do like, hey bruh, we're serious. Like, you need to stop. I can't really speak because, again, I don't have children. I have a dog. I don't hit my dog. She don't even speak English. You get what I'm saying? So if a child that could speak English to me and verbalize their feelings and I could verbalize to them and they understand, like, I just don't see the point. But I get how, especially if you're a parent to multiple children, you might need to do a little pop. We're not going out back and cutting switches off the trees. I had to walk my little ass and pick a switch, and if the switch was wrong, somebody would go and get another switch. We're not whooping nobody with extension cords. I was whooped with all types of power cords. We're not beating kids with belt. I got beat with the metal side of the fucking belt. Like, I just feel like that is torturous. I feel like it comes from slavery, and I just think it's disgusting. I feel like as an adult, you should have more self-control, because I don't think people realize how ritualistic whoopings are. Like, and then if you make your kid pull their pants down, I consider that SA at that point. Like, I don't know. That's just my hard opinion that I just don't see changing. Yeah, no. More propaganda I'm not falling for is that 25 to 30 is old.
Cool as fuck, bro. How old are you? I'm 25. God damn! Yo, cut the fucking music. What's up? This motherfucker is 25. I ain't gonna lie, bro. You gotta get your old ass out of here on baby.
25 plus, I'm sorry to tell you, but that is old. Anybody that is 25 or older, you're old and you need to stop acting like that's so young. As soon as you hit 25, that's it. Your life's basically a wrap. You need to find the career you're gonna be in and that's it. Once you hit 25, you really need to have things going. There's no more going out clubbing. There's no more going to raves. No more stuff you were doing in your early 20s. You're too old for that now.
I remember being a teenager and thinking like once you were 25 and up, you were just grown. But I didn't view it as like, oh my God, you've got wrinkles and the 401k, bitch. Like, calm down. Literally, once you turn 30, you've only been an adult for 10 years. You've only been an adult for 10 years, if even that, because a lot of us start late. Some of us went to college and then did grad school, and now you've probably only been an adult for like 5 years. You have so much. This is childhood, early adulthood, the rest of your fucking life, if you even make it to that long. So it's just a blessing to get older, period. And from what I hear, the 30s are the bomb. I'm looking forward to it. More propaganda I am not falling for is the whole doing IRL streaming controversies in order to be clipped and stuff like that.
Okay, so as a streamer, you have to clip farm. So when you say this is the most difficult thing ever, that's try, Nico. You have to say this shit is so hard. This is harder than being a doctor. And you have to get your clip. You feel me? And then the pages are going to post that and be like, Nico thinks being a doctor is easy. Viral.
Oh, so okay, so I basically have to say stuff which is just going to get the people talking.
Exactly.
Even if it's negative.
Correct. Well, there's no such thing as negative because those negative people will come into your chat and then that's money.
Oh, so, okay, so basically, Agent, you're telling everyone that you only do this for the money.
Precisely. There's no other reason to do it.
So now the clip here is Agent has confessed to Nico that he streams only for money. And
Yeah, but like you can't say it like that because you're taking my clip. So that's like clip stealing and that's bad etiquette. You have to let me say it. So I will say like, hey, I don't even enjoy this shit for real. I'm just here to get paid. And then they're gonna run with that and say he don't really give a fuck about this shit. And then the next time I'm in a segment, I look very sad and depressed. And they're gonna be like, look, Agent's heart's not in it no more. Clip for him.
Just giving me the download for fun. So basically, I just have to say something, and it's whatever.
Correct.
Just really value real life interactions. Like, and this is coming from somebody who got on by doing story time. So like, don't get me wrong. I will share about my life and open up and stuff like that, right? Don't get me wrong. I am pro opening up, being vulnerable online. However, I feel like it has gone to this next level. So then people purposely, because even back in the day in story times, people would purposely try to try story time YouTubers and stuff like that so that they could be in the next story time and then they could make a response video and piggyback. Like, that's not new. But what is new is people purposely in real time committing conflict, right? Somebody gonna get hurt. That's all I'm saying. If I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure 2 streamers just got into it. There were 2 men and they're like grown. And one pew-pewed the other because of stuff that was being said on stream.
Son, a father.
He's a good father. He takes care of his kids.
And a grandfather. Derek Ware tells me the Arizona-based YouTuber, Finney DeLegend, was just a big, friendly guy.
If something was wrong, he would just always check up on me.
He was a husband, too. Ware says Finney's wife, who went by Bubbly, lived up to her name, lighting up each room she entered.
She would have fun everywhere she went. People wanted to be around her.
He says he actually met Finney through the accused shooter, Manuel Ruiz's YouTube page, offering insight on the feud between the 2 YouTubers.
This was brewing. This brewed for 2 years.
Ware says it all started back in 2023 when Ruiz pepper sprayed Bubbly on Fremont Street.
I was saying, I'm just glad it was pepper spray and it wasn't bullets.
A grim foreshadowing of what was to come.
I said, I don't want to see you here in pain with bullets in you. So let's figure this out.
Ware says Finney chose to never get physical.
His wife said she was okay, so he was just like, okay, let's handle this another way.
Instead, he fought back online.
He controls his emotions very well. And that's what I liked about him the most.
Ware says Finney held a weekly live stream where people could speak freely about anything, including their grievances with Ruiz.
Manny was welcome to come on and defend himself. He kept it fair. It wasn't just a bash it wasn't just let's talk about Manny, talk bad about Manny. It's just everybody's experience.
Where says as Ruiz lost followers, Finney's online popularity grew, dethroning Ruiz from his position as king of the tight-knit Vegas, Arizona YouTube community. But Ware tells me he never thought Ruiz would escalate to this level of violence.
That's just sick. He's sick. That's just, what do you get out of that? I don't get that. You just ruined 2 families.
So, yeah, I'm not falling for it. It's given surveillance state. I don't but I prefer when streamers used to be in their bedroom for real. Like Aiden Ross. Yeah, come to my couch, because what are we doing? Some more propaganda I'm not going to be falling for are aesthetics, okay? Aesthetics were going rampant in the early 2020s towards the end of the 2010s. And honestly, putting yourself in that box is crappy. I don't get it.
Needing to have reality confirmed and experienced enhanced by photographs is an aesthetic consumerism to which everyone is now addicted. Industrial societies turn their citizens into image junkies. It is the most irresistible form of mental pollution. Basically, what I've been thinking about is that I feel like the social internet has primed us for AI generated images for a very long time, because for the past decade and a half, all we've been doing is posting photos online for validation, and then seeking out photos and being addicted to photos at the same time, in a kind of little feedback loop of addiction and craving and validation and crashing. I do mean posting brunch photos, posting photos of your avocado toast. That's what I'm thinking of when I say this. And I think after a little bit, we really stopped caring about what was real, and we kind of just started caring about what looked good. Obviously, we have that addiction to aesthetics, and I think it's that has really gotten a language on the modern internet in literally the word aesthetics and core and trends.
It's easier to niche yourself and market yourself and everything, but I could not imagine being oh my gosh, I'm not pastel goth enough today. No, I need to be whimsigoth tomorrow. No, I have to girl, just wear the fucking clothes. Some more propaganda I will not be falling for are these 4 a.m. to 6 a.m. morning routine ass thing. All y'all that be making these damn videos be wearing Apple Watches, and the watches be snitching on y'all, or the timer on the microwave be snitching on y'all. Y'all are not really doing these routines. Stop promoting unrealistic lifestyles to people, please. You got these little babies doing face routines and stuff, and then when they're family channels, it just feels borderline abusive. Why are you having your kids move so robotically? You even got the dog doing the morning routine. Cut it the fuck out. Nobody is getting up that early, period, unless you're a freaking Navy SEAL. Stop. So I say this, maybe 4 times a year, because I'm just waiting for their downfall and I really don't give a damn. More propaganda I will not be falling for is the Zeus Network. Stop watching it. Unsubscribe. Stop watching it. It is a human trap. In my opinion, they are human trafficking, prostituting, tricking, hoeing, and fighting and eating ramen noodle cups. It's not please stop promoting this shit. Nicki Minaj's little sister being on there is fucking insane, and it's crazy how people try to justify someone who barely just turned 20 yesterday walking around with bottles and fighting and bruh, y'all don't want better for her. Hey, that's all. Look, Some more plastic surgery propaganda I will not be falling for are baby Botox or any type of fillers before the age of 40, or really until you're showing any types of aging, period.
The reason why I don't recommend Botox as prejuvenation in general is I see patients who've had Botox for 10 years, for 15 years, and some of them appear to get resistance, possibly antibodies to it, meaning that you need a larger dose of Botox to work. Maybe it doesn't last quite as long, or maybe we have to go to a Botox alternative, one of the other companies that makes a different type of botulinum toxin. So if you're in your 20s and you don't have any wrinkles and you're injecting your face full of Botox, are you potentially setting a stage that when you're my age or Kellyanne's age and you really do want the Botox, it doesn't work anymore for you?
So the more you hold off on doing preventative filler and stuff like that, the better you will look when you actually need it, okay? Like, I get if somebody wants to do a little something on their forehead when they get older, you get what I'm saying? But getting these big Cher-esque, you know.
The problem with looking like you've had work done is that when you look unnatural and fake, people start guessing your age. They're second guessing themselves. You might be 20, but once you start to have filler that looks overdone and your cheeks are hyperinflated and your lips look unnatural, people are wondering, is she like 50 trying to look 30?
Don't do it. You're so young, and it makes me so sad when I see people in their 20s getting Botox. Like, girl, sunscreen. Sunscreen be saving my life. Make sure you put sunscreen on your neck, sunscreen on your face, and your hands. If you put your nails under a UV lamp, you'll be good. Now, my last propaganda I will not be falling for because my Gemini mouth has to come in before we end is, I do not think that Senior Orange won the election fairly. And I think it's very funny how Elon Musky Boots, Mr. Elon Musky Bottom, decided to come out and just say that straight up. Like, yeah, if it wasn't for me, you wouldn't even be where you at. And Mr. Orange even said out his own mouth, like, yeah, Elon got on his computers and did what he had to do. And I get how some people in the ether be like, no, we can't say that because then we're going to sound like them. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. That is really what happened. Do not let these people gaslight you. Like, this is crazy. This is crazy work. So my question is anybody going to jail? Like, why is nobody going to jail? Like, I'm so over this shit. All right, guys, those are all of the propaganda I am not falling for. Let me know something that you're not falling for in the comments below. I don't know if I said this. I'm not falling for no trad wife shit, but I think that's pretty evident over here. Let me know which propaganda thing you like the most. Make sure you like this video on the way out, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.